Hello friends, so let us move to another topic called simple equations in quantitative aptitude. So if you want to know about simple equations, first you need to know some important terms related to this topic, okay? So what are those terms? So before moving to the problems on simple equations, you need to know some terms like constant, variables, expression, equation and all these. So I'm gonna quickly say about those terms. So like, what are those terms? Constant, variable and equation, expression and so on. So the one that is fixed is basically considered as constant. So what is constant? The one that is fixed is called constant. Example, see, suppose A has 50 rupees more than B. So here the 50 rupees is constant. That means if B has some X rupees, then A has X plus 50 rupees, right? See, the constant is nothing but which will never change. It will be fixed. So in that case you can consider that as constant. And the variable, coming to the variable, see, A has 50 rupees more than B. So here 50 rupees is constant. Suppose we don't know how much amount is present with B, right? So let us suppose B has some X amount, okay? If B has some X rupees, then A has X plus 50 rupees. So this X plus 50 and X are called as variables because we don't know, right? Here X plus 50 always changes depending on the values of X. It always varies. So we can consider this X plus 50 and that X as variables, okay? So now you're clear with constants and variables, right? And next, coming to the expressions, okay, let's talk about expressions now, okay? The combination of variables and constants are called as expressions. See, 2x plus 3 is an expression because see, this is a variable and this is your constant. 3 is never going to be changed, but this value, 2x value, changes depending upon the value of x. So this combination of both variable and constant, so the entire can be considered as expression. I hope you got it. And see, if we equate this expression, now we'll move to the equation, okay? You're quite comfortable with constant, variable and expression. Now we'll know about equation. See, if we equate this expression to some other algebraic expression or constant or to a variable, then we call it as equation. See, this is expression, right? If we equate it to some other constant or some other expression or x plus 3 or some other what variable, then you call it as equation. See, 2x plus 3 is equals to 9 is an equation, or 2x plus 3 is equals to x plus 3. When you bring x this side, it becomes x plus 3 is equals to 3. This is your equation. Similarly, 2x plus 3 is equals to 2x or 3x. When you bring x this side, it will become minus x plus 3 is equals to something 0. So this is what you call it as equation. So if x is the only variable we have, then we call it as a single or one variable equation. See, here x is the only variable, so we call it as single variable equation. And if you have something like 2x plus 3y is equals to 9, we call it as a double variable equation. So here x is the only variable, hence we call it as single variable equation. I hope you got this. And see, consider this, 2x plus 3 is equals to 9, right? Then 2x becomes 9 minus 3. When you bring that, this 3 goes to RHS, and 9 minus 3 is equals to 6. So x is equals to 6 by 2, x is equals to 3. So if there is only one variable, then that one equation is enough to find the value of variable. See, here you have only one variable x, and that if you have only one variable, one equation is enough to find out the value of that variable in the sense x. So hence it has only one variable. We found the value of x quite comfortably. So but if we have two variables like, see, 2a plus 3b is equals to 10. How can we find out the values of both a and b with this one equation? Absolutely not. see, we cannot find the unique solution by only one equation. Okay, we need to have other equation too. If you have two unknowns here, if you have two variables, you need to have two equations. If you have three variables, you need to have three equations in order to find the value of those variables. Got it? I hope you got this. And see, and let us consider another equation as 3a minus 2b is equals to 2. Then we can find the values of both a and b quite comfortably. How we can find? From the school days we have learned so many techniques to find these a value and b value from these equations, right? So what are those? One is using trial and error method, and the other is using substitution method, and the other is elimination method, right? We know all these methods. So what is trial and error method? We just assume the values of a and b. See, we just assume the values of a and b. Suppose we'll consider first one equation first. 2a plus, see, I'm writing here 2a plus 3b is equals to 10. In order to satisfy this equation, what are the values of a and b? We just assume it. Suppose a equal to 2, 2 is 4, and b is equals to 6. Sorry, b is equals to even 2. Then what it becomes? 2 into 2 plus 3 into 2 is equals to 10. Is that right? 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. This is absolutely right. So in this way, we assume the values of both a and b. Trial and error. We just try different values of a and b, and we'll figure out the error, and we'll finally come to a conclusion that a value is this and b value is this. A value should be so and so, and b value should be so and so in order to satisfy the equation, which is outdated method. I don't suggest you to follow that method. And the other is substitution method. That means you consider one equation. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. From these two equations, you consider any one of the equation. Let us suppose equation 1. Consider equation 1, sorry. Yeah, from this 2a is equals to 10 minus 3b, right? A is equals to 10 minus 3b by 2. Then you will substitute this a value in this equation 2. Then the entire equation will be in terms of b. Hence you can easily find out the value of b from that, right? And the third and the very popular method is elimination method. See, what I need to do here is elimination method. So we need to have the same number in both of these two equations. So here I don't have any same number, right? So what do I do is I'll multiply equation 1 with 2, and I'll multiply equation 1 with 2, and I'll multiply equation 2 with 3. See the magic. See, equation 1 into 2. So 2 2 is 4, 3 2 is 6. So 4a plus 6b is equals to 20, right? So 4a plus 6b is equals to 20. And equation 2 is, I'm multiplying it with 3, right? So 3 3 is 9. 9a, 3 2 is 6 minus 6b, and 3, what is this? 3 to 6. So here I have 6b plus 6b minus 6b. If I add these both equations, these two will get ruled out, and 9 plus 4, 13. 13a is equals to 26. So your a is equals to 2. If you substitute a in any of these equations, you'll get the value of b. And this is and I think this basic knowledge is enough for you to solve equation based problems. And I hope you like this lecture, and please do not hesitate to share the knowledge, and thank you so very much for watching this video.